Hello there, my name is Peter Thompson and this DVD is one of my Myths of Golf series. The myths of golf are quite damaging because if you attempt to produce in your swing what the myths suggest you should do, then you probably won't play to the best of your ability. One of the myths is about coiling your body and then uncoiling your body. Well, I've got a book in my studio. In fact, I've got thousands of books in my studio, and this one is a scientific golf book. And TrackMan scientific golf books tell you what happens in the swing rather than what you think happens in the swing. This is about muscles. Many people, maybe including you, think you can wind your muscles round, coil them like a spring, and they will unwind in the forward swing automatically. Well, muscles, according to this book, do not work like that. When you stretch a muscle, let's say in the backswing, so you turn round, your muscles are stretched, then they stay stretched. They don't just come down, they stay stretched. Then when you give the command, when you tell your body what to do with your downswing, then they will move the other way. So they're not elastic, they stretch, yes, and then they will stretch the other way only when you tell them to. Let's have a look at my computer screen. We'll see if, in your opinion, the golfers I'm going to show you are coiling and uncoiling. This is Ben Hogan, and most people know of Ben Hogan. Won lots of major championships, and this is a very old film. In fact, I'm not even sure how old it is, but it's very old, probably 1940s, maybe even before then, 1940s, 1950s. So we'll have a look and see if in the backswing you believe there's a coil there. Well, what I see is a movement. So we'll go back to the beginning and watch his left knee, watch his shoulders, watch the hips, and they're all moving, 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 moving. And when the knee stops and the hips stop and the shoulders stop and the arms stop and the wrist stop, then he simply goes the other way. So that to me is movement, which is what I teach, moving, not coiling. Let's watch that at normal speed. Well, normal speed for the speed of the film on the screen. And that to me is movement. One of my pupils is this young man's got down to 3 handicap. He can hit a 7-iron more than 200 yards. And I never teach him coiling or uncoiling because what I want him to do is to move. And here comes the movement. Shoulders are moving, hips are moving, not as much as say Ben Hogan because James is very flexible. So he's turned his shoulders round, turned his hips round, hinged his wrist, moved his arms, then he comes down really quickly and produces this superb impact position by moving. That's brilliant. 7-iron, 200 yards carry. So watch him again. He's going to move. Moving, turning, hinging, then swing his arms down really quickly, moving his body around, transferring the weight. Pure movement. Fantastic. And I'm going to show you Jack Nicklaus. When he was an amateur golfer. This is when he was 19, and he's always been a brilliant golfer. He believed in one ball position, one swing, different golf clubs. Now, this is a good one to watch. This is only 19, don't forget, and you would think he'd be quite flexible, but in fact he wasn't flexible. Watch the movement. Look at the knees. Look at the left heel. Look at the hip turn. Huge, huge hip turn. Big shoulder turn, but only 90 degrees. Lots of arm movement, good wrist hinge. Then he moves through the ball very, very quickly. So watch that again. Watch that at normal speed, and then tell me if you think he's coiling, resisting with the bottom part and turning with the top part. That's not what I see. What I see is the best golfer has ever lived, won 18 major championships, and he's moved his left knee a long way, he's moved his left heel off the ground, his hip turn is probably 80 degrees, a bit like Bubba Watson. Good shoulder turn, good arm movement, and then everything moves down and through the other way. Fantastic. The current best golfer in the world is Dustin Johnson. This is April 2017, and there's his backswing on the right. Now, do you think if he's going to coil, he would move his left knee so far forward, or move his right knee so far back, so there's a gap in his knees? Big hip turn, big shoulder turn, and the caption says, get your hips and shoulders turning. It doesn't mention coiling, just says turning. I've been watching good golfers now for a long time, and I've got films of the best golfers who've ever lived. Bobby Jones, Jack Nicklaus, Dustin Johnson, and the key thing is they turn. If you want to get a bad back, then try and turn your shoulders against your hips. So Dustin Johnson, current #1 golfer in the world, and that to me is a movement. So we're trying to, or I'm trying to get people to move rather than coil. I've never been the best golfer in the world, but I've been a pretty good golfer. My best gross score has been 66. I've done that a couple of times, and I always play golf along the same lines. Take dead aim, hold the club fairly well, ball in the same place, turn the hips, turn the shoulders, then stop, then go the other way. Is it the Hideki Matsuyami, who's one of the top golfers in the world? I think he's number 3 or 4, and he goes back and he stops. There's no automatic uncoiling, he actually has a dead stop. He stops, he can then swing down if he wants to, really quickly, or if he wants to, really slowly. Maybe into the wind, stop, swing down slowly, less spin on the ball goes straighter. You're in control. You'll never go back and then unwind. If that happened, why don't I do that? There's the turn. I'm not going to go the other way until I make the movement of going the other way. Movement, not coil. So let's have a look at Tom Watson now. Everyone likes Tom Watson. I think he's a fantastic golfer. Won 8 major championships. This is one of them, 1977, Turnberry, when he beat Jack Nicklaus by 1 shot. This is a 7-iron, landed about 3 feet from the hole. Wonderful shot. But we're looking at the image of the swing. There's the movement. Left heel off the ground, left knee moving forward, right knee moving back, shoulders turning, arms moving. He is not coiling or resisting, it's just purely a movement. That's a beautiful swing. Watch it again. You need to turn your shoulders round to get your arms back, and you need to turn your hips to get your shoulders back. So the combination is turn the hips, turn the shoulders, move the arms back. The key word being move. Very, very good. I'm going to show you just one more swing, a lady this time. I can find her, Annika Sorenstam, according to most people as being the best lady golfers ever lived. And she should be on there. Where's she gone? I've been watching her swing for a long, long time now, and the simplicity of the swing is absolutely stunning. Just got to find her now. Sorry about that. Too many people on here. But here we are, Nicklaus Thompson. Not particularly tall or particularly strong, hits the ball beautifully, and there's the movement. There's no coil, looks relaxed, beautifully relaxed. Knees moving, hips moving, shoulders moving, arms moving. And then all the way through, her shoulders have turned 3 times more in the forward swing than in the backswing. 3 times more. Let's call the 3-to-1 ratio, which will be in one of my DVDs for you to have a look at. But there's the movement. Muscles are stretched, muscles move, clearly they move, and then your body gives the command for them to move the other way, and that's what she's done. She's quite famous for watching the target, not the ball, and there's the head turning round. The head is turning round, so her shoulders can turn round and the hips can turn round, and nothing's going to stop the movement. Great swing. So ask your doctor, ask a physician, can you stretch your muscles and will they automatically move the other way? And he will tell you the answer is no. So, dress the ball, move by turning your hips, letting your knees move, letting your feet move, letting your arms move, letting your wrist hinge, then get the top of the backswing, little pause or a stop if you want to, then tell your body and your muscles what to do going the other way. And there's the swing. Please don't coil and uncoil. It's bad for your back, really bad for your back, bad for your hips, bad for your neck. Just don't want to do it. Your swing needs to be comfortable. If you want to play golf for 20, 30, 40 years, which some people do, then you really want to have a swing that is good for your body. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.